all of us would have somebody or the other in our family who has been or who had been affected by the trauma of cancer. It is a very painful process, the whole treatment of cancer, with the traditional treatment facilities that we have, which is broadly chemotherapy and radiation. We see that the patient in question deteriorate, their physical appearance go for a toss, they have hair fall, they have weight loss, and the psychological and the physical toll that it takes on the patient is immense. Now oncology treatments have a new hope. There is a new treatment which is called antibody drug conjugates, or ADC for short. Antibody drug conjugate is like a guided missile. So similar to a guided missile, it has four important parts. You have a warhead, you have a linker, you have a particular GPS system, and then you have something which actually binds everything together, or it is called as bioconjugation. So your antibody is basically your guidance system. It is a GPS system which goes and binds onto the cancerous antigen and lets the warhead inside. The warhead is basically the cytotoxic drug which goes and destroys or decimates the cancerous cell. The linker is something which actually joins the antibody as well as the cytotoxic drug together. And then you have the bioconjugation process, which is the engineering process which binds all these things together. Now we have a company in India which has got these capabilities of antibody drug conjugates. There are very few companies in India. One of them is called as Cohance Lifesciences. So we are discussing today in this video about Cohance Lifesciences. Cohance in its earlier avatar was called as Suven Pharmaceuticals. Suven Pharmaceuticals and Cohance Lifesciences were merged together by a PE fund called Advent. Now Advent merged these two companies. Along with that, they acquired two companies called NJ Bio and Sapala. So all this put together is what is the new form of Cohance Lifesciences. And antibody drug conjugates, or ADC therapy, is supposed to have a CAGR of about 30% for the next 5 years, that therapy per se. So that makes it one of the fastest growing therapies in the whole pharma universe. And Cohance is not a single trick pony. What Cohance does is, along with this, they have capabilities in something called as oligonucleotides. Oligonucleotides are basically building blocks of mRNA related drugs, which is primarily used in gene editing and stuff. So this combined entity of Cohance Lifesciences, the stock price of this combined entity actually in the last 3 months or so, it has actually crashed by about 50%. That is what makes it very interesting. And the reasons for this crash were multitudes. There were many reasons which led to this. For example, the managing director of the company abruptly resigned. They had some observations by FDA when one of their plants called Nacharam. They also missed their sort of guidance, or the street was expecting good revenues, which was not to be. The revenue was kind of flattish. Their margins actually dropped by a big deal. So the standalone Suven Pharmaceuticals used to have a margin of about 40%. Now it has kind of gone down to 20-22%. So there are multitudes of factors, and the street is taking a very pessimistic view about this company. Why we like Cohance Lifesciences is because the management has stayed on with their guidance of about $1 billion revenue by FY30. So to put things in perspective, today the combined entity has got a revenue of about 2,500 crores INR. And the 1 billion revenue in FY30 translates to about 8,500 crores INR. So that is a neat 37-38% CAGR in revenues alone. The margins, which are today at about 22%, is expected to reach up to 30% as per management guidance. So even if the management falls by a little a whiff on their guidances, still the particular business is going to deliver a CAGR of 30% plus, which makes it a very attractive proposition in today's prices. On top of that, their capabilities in therapies like ADCs and nucleotides is an added advantage. And as Warren Buffett says, when you get opportunities, when market presents you with opportunities, you should be ready with the loaded gun.